In the previous video, we talked about funnels having just one job to do, and that was to move people from awareness to purchase. And that means that each step in the funnel also has just one job to do. Now, here's the problem. Most funnels struggle because they are not built to move people through their customer's journey. Most funnels tend to be pages of information thrown together, hoping something will stick. And you can spend hours on pages, creating pages, writing emails, and generating traffic. But if the architecture is off, nothing flows. People get confused, they hesitate, and your conversion drops. So what this means is that every step of the funnel also has a job, and that is to move people to the next stage. Funnels work when every stage does its job and seamlessly moves your audience to the next step. At each step, people are at different stages in the buying journey, and this means that every stage answers a different question in the buyer's mind. Things like, what is this about? Does this concern me? What do I get out of this? And when you ignore that, friction and hesitation appears. And so let me break it down more simply. Each step builds on the previous step, like chapters in a novel. There must be a link, otherwise people will get lost. When generating traffic at the awareness stage, you need to capture attention, firstly for who you help, and secondly for the problem they might be trying to solve. They're just discovering you. So what problem do they have, and do you show that you understand it? At the lead capture stage, they're curious but cautious. Give them a reason to hand over their email. Do you provide one thing they could do to help fix the problem? Nurture stage, they're deciding if they trust you. Deliver content that clearly helps people understand who you are, what you do, how you help, proof that it works. And you are starting to build desire by building on your story. The conversion stage, people are ready to buy or not. You offer your solution with confidence and clarity. And here's why this matters. Because let's say at the awareness stage they see your ad or your post or video, whatever, and are curious. So click. They land on your opt-in and they're thinking and feeling something emotional. If your opt-in page and lead magnet do not deliver on the promise that you made at the awareness stage, i.e. your ad or your post, they may think, well, that's not what I expected, so disappointed, or, oh, it's just another PDF. I'm not handing my email over for that. So you have a lack of trust. If it does resonate, the emotional reaction might be, oh my God, this is exactly what I've been looking for. So they're excited and curious. And you need to understand that these are how people are going to react, not only at your opt-in page, but at every stage of the funnel. Moving on, what if you skip the nurture stage, the email sequence, and you run traffic to your lead magnet, grab an email, and then hit them with the offer? There's a good chance people won't buy. They don't know you, they don't believe you, and they don't trust you. Only about 5% are ready to buy. The rest, they're on the fence, they're uncertain, and they have objections and they have questions. You haven't yet built belief and desire, and so they hesitate and they drift away, and you wonder why your sales are slow. Funnels aren't pages in a tech stack. They're a psychological journey of interest, curiosity, problem awareness, empathy. Your audience feel emotions. They may talk with others and change their beliefs before taking action. This is the job of your funnel, to address these and move people onto the next stage. So here's a simple exercise that you can do with your own funnel. Think about your last piece of content, whether it was a social post or an ad, a video, and ask yourself, where does that click go? What happens next? Does the step match where the buyer is mentally? Is each step clear? Not only about what your audience needs to hear then, but also clear on what to do next. Does each stage move them closer to a decision? Most people realize pretty quickly if there's no structure in their customer's journey. Here's another key. Your messaging has got to fit each stage of the funnel. So at the awareness stage, you've got ads and posts. So you're calling out your audience, you're grabbing their attention, you're getting interest, you're showing you understand their problem. As an example, this Facebook ad came into my feed about selling out your masterclass. It is specific about who it is targeting, it is clear on the problem, and it teases on a solution. A click takes your audience to a landing page which expands further from the quick soundbite from the ad or the post, while further building curiosity and the promise of value in the form of the lead magnet. They capture names and emails in return for the information promised in the ad. And then the next page in the funnel is a thank you page, which will clearly explain the next steps. And it's generally going to an email. The email has arrived in the inbox, and it provides some additional information and reinforces the benefits and outcomes of what's inside the guide. And it also provides the next step in the funnel to get the information. Now, I'd like to sort of point out here that you will be tracking each of the steps. You will know who has requested the guide, who has opened the email, who has clicked on the link to the guide. And this data will play a very important role as you start to optimize your funnel, because it will be telling you at what point you may be losing people. And that's where you need to do a little bit more work to optimize your funnel. So you've downloaded the guide, and it is a PDF providing the information promised. It lays out who it is for and who it is not for. Again, qualifying the audience to ensure only buyers move through. She then lays out the information that she's promised, the 3 strategies she uses to attract her audience and the 3 strategies she uses to retain her clients. And she does a clever little trick here to keep you engaged and ensure you consume the information. She has a link through to a video version of the guide where she talks you through with some additional information. And in her document here, she has done a couple of other interesting things. Here's a link at the top that takes you directly to her mastermind course, her waitlist. And she also has, about halfway through, a link to a video sales letter template, which is a little bonus gift. And at the bottom, there is a clear call to action on what to do next. There is no friction, there's no hesitancy, that's just clear, simple, curiosity-driven action. And so now we land on the waitlist page. By this point, you have created desire. Your audience should believe that what you do works. They are confident and they trust that you can deliver. And you're on the email list for follow-up, for additional information on products and services and new promotions. After signing up to the waitlist, you are then taken to a thank you page confirming your sign up and reinforcing the value of the masterclass with testimonials from clients who have gone through the program along with additional social proof. And the last step in this funnel is a confirmation email advising that I just missed out. And she's done another clever little trick. She's added some urgency and FOMO by suggesting if I email her support team, they may be able to just squeeze me in. Otherwise, I will be first to know when the next mastermind doors open. And so those are all the steps in this particular funnel. And there's no step missing. There's no hesitation about what to do next, and there's no friction. And so that's the architecture: awareness, lead capture, nurture, conversion. Each stage has a job. Messaging and structure must match. When this is clear, you can start spotting where funnels leak. And once you can see the leaks, fixing them is obvious. Now, obviously, every funnel is different. It will have different, they will have different objectives, different audience, a different customer journey, different offers, messaging, And this video is talking about the importance of the structure, the architecture, the steps in the funnel, so that the customer's path to purchase is logical and it's seamless and there's no steps missing. It does not need to be complicated, it just needs to be complete and planned out step by step with a clear understanding of the job that each step has and how to link it to the next. So that is it for this video. Next lesson, we're going to tackle fluffy and misaligned messaging. How to make sure every word in your funnel moves the buyer forward without sounding salesy.